Hello everyone, in this video we'll see how you can use the SDK Magic Tool to prepare and export the resource codes from Excel to Primavera. This will be the video number 14 in this group of videos, and it will be the same like video number 13 about the project codes. We will use the SQLite database in this video, and you can also use Oracle database or SQL Server when you select any of them. From the main menu, select dictionary, and from the import records, let us import the current resource codes in this database. As you see, we have no resource codes in this database. When we go to the same database in Primavera, let us open the resource codes. As you see, there are no resource codes in this database. We will prepare some of them and export these updates to Primavera. You can start to prepare these resource codes from scratch, or you can import some of them from another database. Let us import some of them from another database to save time. Let us import from this database resource codes. Now we have some of these resource codes. These numbers are in the current database, and we will remove these numbers because these numbers will be set by the SDK Magic Tool for our new database. When you prepare these resource codes from scratch, you need to keep some rules, some simple rules. You will start in the third row with the first resource code and then all of its values in the next rows. After you finish with these values, leave one row blank and start with the next project code with all of its values, and then leave another row blank, and so on until you finish with all of your project codes and their values. In this column, you will find the maximum length of this resource codes and values, and in this column, this will be the order that will be used by Primavera to display these values. You can change this order, and then you will change the order of the display of these values. Let us export these resource codes to Primavera. We will change to our database. This is our database. Okay. From this option, select resource codes and then export these resource codes to Primavera. Okay, it's very fast and accurate. Okay, let us import them again. As you see, all of these resource codes have now numbers in the database. When we go to Primavera to check these updates, let us first refresh data to get the new updates, and now open the resource codes. As you see, we have now the same resource codes in Primavera. This is all resource codes that we have exported from Excel. As you see, you can modify any of these names and export them again to Primavera. When you would like to delete any of these resource codes, when you change this N to Y, you will delete this resource codes with all of its values. When you change this N, for example, to Y, you will remove only this value under this resource code. Let us, for example, remove all of these resource codes to check how you can deal with the SDK Magic Tool. Now we will save only this resource code. Let us send these modifications to Primavera. We will get a warning message. Okay, now we have these modifications have been done. Let us import the resource codes again. As you see, we have only one. You can remove some of these values. For example, we will remove all of these values in order to see how It's flexible when you use the SDK Magic Tool. Let us export these modifications. Okay, import them again. As you see, we have only these values. When we go to Primavera to check these changes from refrigerator and go again to the resource codes, as you see, we have now only one resource code with these values. It's very flexible and accurate to use the SDK Magic Tool when export or modify any items in Excel and export them again to Primavera. Thank you and goodbye.